Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brie, in case you're new here, and if you are, don't forget to subscribe. Today's video is going to be a college must-haves video. This is my personal list of college essentials. It's everything that makes me a better student and just better off living at college. So I have every category of stuff: school supplies, what you need for dorm or apartment living, things that you just absolutely can't live without, or things that I absolutely can't live without. And so I thought that hopefully this would help one of you. I've been making this list over the past little while and just compiling everything that I use almost every day and things that I absolutely can't live without. So I hope this helps you guys with your college preparation and your college shopping. So let's get into it. So for your college classes, I would definitely recommend that you use a 5-subject notebook. You are going to want to take notes or solve problems or doodle or scribble or whatever into a notebook if you are a handwritten type of person like me, and that is a good way that you learn. But it's a lot easier to have it all in one place instead of having to remember which notebook you need which day. So I definitely recommend having a 5-subject notebook so that if you're taking 5 classes, which is the standard, 15 credit hours per semester, that you have all of your class notes in one place and it keeps you much more organized. Next, you're definitely going to need a planner. It is so essential to keeping yourself organized. I write down everything in my planner. I color coordinate my assignments, my exams. I color coordinate which extracurricular activities I have, career fairs, all that sort of stuff. And so you're definitely going to want to keep track of everything going on in your life, because I guarantee at one point in college you will be busy. And also, I just don't trust myself enough to remember everything on my own, so I have to write it down in a planner. And I also put everything down on an online calendar, which I've talked about in a couple videos, but definitely recommend having your stuff written in multiple places so that you don't have to pressure yourself to memorize all of the things that you have going on and all the assignments that you have due, because I guarantee you, you will have a lot due at one time at some point in college, and you're gonna want that physical reminder. So my next item is definitely a must-have, and that's a pair of blue light blocking glasses. And I actually want to thank Lensify for sponsoring today's video. Lensify sent me a pair of their amazing blue light blocking glasses, and I have been trying them out for the past couple of weeks and I'm obsessed. Here's what they look like on me. I'm seriously in love with them. I'm wearing the Brooklyn style in leopard, and I really love these glasses. They're so comfortable, and you can just wear them all day long while you're sitting on your computer, while you're in class, while you're on your phone, while you're watching Netflix, and you guys will love these for online college. And even if you go back to college when it's completely normal, I still love using blue light glasses because you're always on your computer anyways, completing assignments, taking notes in lecture, what have you. So blue light blocking glasses are essential. You will definitely feel a lot of relief from the headaches that you're getting, the brain fog, the fatigue. You will get better sleep. Your sleep rhythms will be more normal. The list of benefits goes on and on and on. For a limited time, Lensify is giving 40% off to students because they know how hard college is during the pandemic and with everything being online. So you can use code STUDENT40 at checkout to get 40% off your order, or you can use the link down below to get 40% off. Again, that's the code STUDENT40, and make sure you check out that link and get your pair of blue light glasses. Next essential is a water bottle. Everybody I know and everybody I see carries a water bottle around them on campus. You don't want to spend the money at the vending machines or at the food court buying plastic water bottles every day, and you will want water everywhere you go. So I definitely recommend a good water bottle. Hydro flasks are really popular. I carry around, my Target plastic water bottle. Definitely one that won't leak if it accidentally falls out of your backpack and onto the lecture floor. Not speaking from experience or anything. Something else that you need in college, this is not a physical thing, but it is an app. You need Venmo. If you don't have it already, you need a Venmo account, because that's how you will pay your friends for everything. If you go out to pizza, you're not going to want to split it on a bunch of different cards and cash or whatever. One person will probably pay, and then you will Venmo that friend. So you definitely need a Venmo if you're going to college, because everybody uses it. It'll also be how you pay for club fees, how you pay for t-shirts, whatever. you need a Venmo. And on that same realm, you need a debit card. If you don't have a debit card already, I would definitely recommend that you get one. You're not going to want to carry around a purse or a wallet once you get to college. You're going to want to carry around just a card, the least amount of stuff as possible, and you aren't going to want to pay cash in anything. So if you don't have a checking account and a debit card already, I would definitely recommend that you do that. And also in that same vein, you're going to need one of these. This is a phone wallet, and it is adhesive, and you stick it to the back of your phone. And I just got this one because I didn't have one for a little while. You stick it to the back of your phone, and then you're gonna keep your ID card in there, your student ID card and your debit card, and this will carry you through your entire life, I promise. You definitely need one of those phone wallets because, like I said, you don't want to carry around a wallet or a purse most of the time, especially not if you're going out, or especially not if you're just running to the food hall. So I would definitely recommend that you get one of these phone wallets. Everybody has them, and they give them out for free at my college, like at fairs or welcome events or whatever. You need one. You can't live without them. They're also super cheap on Amazon. You can get like packs of 5 because they will rip because of how often you take your cards out of there. So you could just get a pack of multiple of them, and you absolutely just can't live without them. Another app that you absolutely need is GroupMe. If you haven't heard of it before, it's basically a group messaging app, and you can have hundreds of people in one app. Everybody at college uses GroupMe. You will have a GroupMe for your dorm floor. You will have a GroupMe for a hard class that you're in that people talk to. You will have a GroupMe for every club that you're in. And basically, you need a GroupMe so that you can communicate with people. If you don't have one, you'll get a lot of really annoying texts to your phone, and you don't want that. So to keep in touch with everybody, you need a GroupMe. Getting back into the school supplies realm, it's really not too fancy or complicated. You don't have a lot of time to go over the top with your notes or your homework and make them really aesthetically pleasing. So I would just recommend that you get some regular pens. My favorite are the G2 0.7 millimeter, I think, Pilot G2 gel pens. Those are my favorite. I have those in every single color and then in black, and that's how I take all of my notes. For some reason, I don't like using pencil, but you know, pencils. And then some cute highlighters to use when you're studying. My favorite ones are the mild liner pastel highlighters. They have really, really pretty colors, and these, excuse my computer and my burp, but these come in really, really pretty colors, and I love them. You can get them on Amazon, and I think they've started selling them in like Hobby Lobby and Michael's and stuff like that. But that's really all I use in terms of school supplies. You definitely don't need binders or lots of folders or anything to keep you organized, and I've talked about this in a couple other videos if you want to watch those later. Okay, so something that I personally cannot live without is my weighted blanket. It is so comfy and so comforting. I definitely dealt with a little bit of loneliness my freshman year and a little bit of homesickness, and then also just kind of feeling uncomfortable falling asleep in a new place. And a weighted blanket is really comforting. It's anti-anxiety, and it is really, really helpful to anybody who might be feeling a little bit anxious. So I would really recommend that you get a weighted blanket if you feel a little bit anxious, or you just like being really comfy, because I like being really comfy, and weighted blankets are really comfy. And I put that so eloquently, wow. Something else that I would recommend that you have is a humidifier or a diffuser for your room. I won't lie to you, apartment air and dorm air is just nasty, and it'll also get really dry in the winter, and the vents are gross. So either a humidifier, diffuser, or a air purifier will just absolutely save your life, change your life. It'll make your dorm air much more tolerable. It'll make some smells kind of go away, if you know what I mean, because when you share a floor with a lot of people, it gets smelly, you know, that's just how it is. So I definitely used my essential oils diffuser a lot, especially living in the dorms, so I would absolutely recommend that. Next, for college, you will absolutely need one of those 3-tiered racks that you see everybody get. They have them at IKEA for super cheap. I have like a wire one that I got from Home Goods. It's over here, and I think it's absolutely essential in dorms and in apartments and stuff. You don't have a lot of storage, so you're going to want somewhere that you can put some snacks, you can put your coffee supplies, something like that. I kept my snacks in mine last year when I was staying in the dorms, and I definitely used the heck out of it, and just having extra shelves and having extra storage can never hurt. So definitely would recommend that you get one of those. Next essential is a laundry basket with handles. Don't get a cute wicker laundry basket that's big and hard to carry. You want one with handles so you can drag it down the steps of your dorm building and to the laundry thing in the basement, or you can drag it across the hall. You want to be able to carry your laundry easily. You don't want to have to like lug around a huge basket, if that makes sense. So So laundry basket with handles, enough said. And then this is usually a no-brainer, but you want some storage containers. And if you like aesthetics like I do, you want cute storage containers. I have all white acrylic ones from IKEA that I love, and I just keep them under my bed and they keep everything super tidy and organized, and I can fit a lot of stuff in there. I can fit extra clothes in there, I can fit extra medicine in there, extra makeup, bathroom supplies, whatever, things that I don't have enough space for in my room or in your dorm. So you definitely need cute storage bins, and honestly you just need functional decor. So anything that functions as something and holds something or does something but is also cute, would recommend. I wouldn't recommend that you get a lot of items that are kind of just decoration only and they only serve the purpose of decoration, or bringing like a lot of little knickknacks, because you will end up getting a lot of clutter. Obviously you want your space to feel like yours, but for like your desk or for your shelves, I really wouldn't recommend that you bring a lot of knickknacks, because I think you will regret it. Something that really came in handy to me, especially in the dorms, is a battery powered mirror. I used mine all the time on my desk where I did my makeup last year in the dorm, and I got mine from IKEA. And by the way, everything that I have that I'm recommending, I will of course link down below in the description. But my battery powered mirror saved my life because it didn't take up one of the, you know, things on my power strip. I didn't have to plug it into the wall or anything. I just kept it on my desk and I could move it freely around my room or around my desk, and that was super convenient for me. So I definitely would recommend if you are somebody who needs a mirror. And then going off of that, you definitely want a power strip for your room that you can plug multiple things in, because you're going to want to plug in your lights, your computer, your lamp, your phone, your watch, whatever. You're gonna have a bunch of things to plug in, and there are not going to be enough plugs in the wall. So definitely would recommend one of those power strips that, you know, has an extension. I'm so sorry if the angle changed a little bit. My battery died and I had to change it. So if the angle changed, I'm so sorry. But the only other thing that I would add to this list of essentials is more than one set of sheets. Sometimes it's just easier to throw your sheets in your laundry and then put the new set on instead of having to wash your sheets that day. So if you want a fresh pair of sheets, I really found it handy to have an extra pair of sheets. I don't currently have an extra pair of sheets, but I did for my twin bed when I was living in the dorms, and I really appreciated it because I could just wash my sheets when I wanted to do the rest of my laundry, instead of washing my sheets in that day and then having to dry them and then having to put them back on, you know? And then something else that I would recommend is a drying rack that you can dry your nicer clothes on. Some things you just don't want to throw in those crappy dorm dryers or the community dryers or the laundromat or whatever, wherever you have to do your laundry. So you're gonna want a drying rack that you can lay your clothes out on, and definitely get one of those collapsible ones that you can just slide in your closet when you're done with. Okay, and with that list of essentials, I just want to disclaim that this isn't like an all-comprehensive list of everything that you need at college. Obviously there are going to be other things that you need, but I just wanted to give you some advice on things that maybe you wouldn't think about, or some things that I was confused on personally. Like, I didn't know what I would need, so hopefully this helped you. But I also want to get into what you don't need, in my personal opinion. So you definitely don't need binders. You won't have a lot of papers from your professors usually. I'm a media student, so I do a lot of things on my computer and on the internet. If you are like a math student or like an engineering student, that might be different for you. I have no idea how that works, like not even the slightest clue. So from me though, and from my personal perspective, you don't need binders once you get to college. I don't think you need a printer in your dorm. Usually a dorm building will have a printer that you can use, or your library will obviously have one. I don't think it's completely necessary, especially if you don't already have one. I wouldn't recommend making that kind of purchase just to be a college freshman. Maybe when you move to an apartment, but definitely take a look at the amenities of wherever you stay if you're living in an apartment complex, because there's a good chance that your apartment complex also has a printer. I just wouldn't recommend making that kind of big purchase if you don't have one already at your disposal to use, just because I don't find it completely necessary since colleges tend to supply them. Definitely wouldn't recommend bringing multiple pairs of high-heeled shoes. I would recommend one pair of heeled booties and then one good pair of like black heels, because because you're not going to wear heels a lot unless you're in a sorority and you go to a lot of formals, but that's not really a thing right now. And also I mostly just see girls changing into their sneakers for those, or just wearing one good comfy pair of heels. Multiple pair of heels you probably won't need. Also, that depends on your college's culture, but personally I go to a big state school and nobody walks around in heels on campus, especially pretty much only for formal parties, and those are only a couple times a semester. You definitely don't need to bring a big collection of your makeup. You just need the makeup that you wear every day. That is all that I have brought to college, and I do have more makeup because I do like makeup and enjoy it, so I have more makeup, but I just keep that at home. And then I have a little bit of makeup here for, you know, special occasions, if I want a different lip color, if I want a different eyeshadow color. But also chances are that you're going to bring different stuff than your friends bring, and so you can always just borrow your roommates, borrow your friends. You don't need to bring a lot of makeup because it'll end up just causing a mess and causing clutter on your desk, on your vanity, wherever, and you're not going to want to lug all of your palettes and all of your things to a room. So I would recommend, you know, picking your holy grail products that you know you're going to wear every single day or almost every single day, and then only bringing those. I don't think you need a TV if you're moving into the dorms, especially. I lived just watching Netflix and Amazon and whatever on my laptop all year last year, and that was perfectly fine. I also didn't bring a TV to my apartment, but I was given one by my brother. It was like a hand-me-down, so that's why I have one in my room right now. But you definitely don't need one in your room. I knew some people who did and who liked it. You know, people who play a lot more video games maybe would want a TV, but for me it wasn't huge, and you can honestly just watch Netflix on your laptop. And then, like I said before, lots of knickknacks. They're just gonna cause you some clutter that maybe you won't end up wanting. Only bring, you know, your favorite items, your favorite decor items, maybe the most sentimental things, but definitely not a lot of things, and definitely not anything super valuable to you, because things get moved around and things get shifted and things get broken and things get knocked over in a dorm or an apartment. That's just how things are, you know, especially if you have friends over and stuff. It's just the way things are. So you definitely don't want to bring, you know, really nice sentimental items, if that makes sense. And then here are some things that I think are worth investing in and spending maybe a bigger chunk of change on. Comfy bedding. I love my bed, and having it being super comfy is just so helpful, especially when you're living in a teeny tiny dorm. You spend most of your time in there on your bed or at your desk, so comfy bedding is just great to have. I would recommend that you invest in a vacuum. It doesn't have to be a super expensive one, obviously, for dorm and apartment living, but definitely at least have one, because I could just not get things off of that dorm carpet, and I just spilled so many things, so much snacks, so many crumbs just everywhere, because you live your whole life in that tiny room. You get ready in there, you eat in there, you do everything in there. So having a vacuum that actually works is really just honestly really helpful. I definitely would recommend that you get a comfy rug. Having a little rug and having a little comfort in your room is just super helpful. And then also, if you want to sit on the floor or you have friends sitting on the floor, that's really helpful. I definitely would recommend that you just only bring your favorite clothes, and amongst those clothes, definitely bring sweatshirts. I live in my sweatshirts. Everyone I know lives in sweatshirts, and you pretty much always wear them no matter what. So I would definitely suggest that you bring your favorite sweatshirts, and then you bring other shirts and clothes and pants that you know you wear a lot. If you don't wear something a lot at home, there's no way that you're gonna wear it a lot in college, except for maybe a couple of tops that you only use to go out, but you can recycle those and restyle those. And so you definitely don't need to bring a lot of clothes that you don't wear every day, because that'll just end up taking a lot of space that you want to save. Okay, and the last thing that I do honestly think is worth it is having wireless headphones. I have AirPods, but obviously there's a bunch of different brands that you can try. I really like using my AirPods through campus because I'm always just walking through campus listening to music or listening to a podcast, and I find it to be super convenient. I can also have them in at the gym. I can also listen to lectures on them in the library, and it's just so much more convenient than having to deal with the cords. I feel like most people these days have wireless headphones, but if you don't, I definitely would suggest it. That is it for my college must-haves and essentials that maybe you didn't think about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that this was helpful to somebody. I know that I watched a lot of these videos when I was starting college because I really wanted to know what I needed, and this is just from my personal experience. Of course, yours might be different, so don't take everything I say, you know, as the truth and hard fact, because everybody's experience is a little bit different, and a lot of things can depend on your living situation and your campus culture. And I want to thank Lensify once again for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to use code STUDENT40 for 40% off at checkout for your blue light blocking glasses. You guys will just have so much relief from those headaches if you use these, and I couldn't recommend them more. Also, these glasses are just so comfortable. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below so we can chat. I respond to every single comment. I love talking to you guys. Always makes my day. All right, bye guys. See you next time.